nevertheless, what people see when they see, men have access to the market allows them to have monetary resources that allow them to fulfill certain kinds of needs. Women often seem to be confined to the home life. We have all sorts of assumptions that we draw about what should have value, but nevertheless, people are rightly concerned about forms of inequality when it comes to access to education, for example. And so what happens is when they focus on a female genital cutting, they think that they're fighting a sort of gender equality issue, but they've actually picked one of the worst things in the society to focus on, because that's something that actually is not gender unequal. Both the boys and the girls are circumcised. So you just picked one of the few practices in this entire culture that's done both to boys and girls. So what you should be focusing on is general women's and men's rights in the culture to have equal standing, focusing on education for girls, focusing on access to the market for girls and women so that they can take charge of their own lives and exercise agency. And if you do that, you will really be doing really helpful work. But when you talk to a lot of the women in these societies, they say, why are you so focused on my genitals? They're like, I don't have clean drinking water. They're like, I don't have access to an education. Why are you staring between my legs? Like, I'm fine. This is what's normal for me. Like, this is what we expect. Like, maybe we'll come around and we'll contest this once we've, got an education, but we focus on that. So I think there is this kind of, as you said, this almost voyeuristic fetishization of looking at African women's genitals, ignoring what's happening to the boys' genitals, assuming it's a gender inequality issue when it's like one of the few things in the culture that isn't, and then ignoring the bigger issues, which is like healthcare and education and other things that are much more deeply rooted sources of gender inequality. But we've treated this as the ultimate symbol of gender inequality based on bad anthropology. And then we just fetishistically focus on this one issue to the exclusion of the broader system within which it's embedded, which is where you do see really important gender equality issues that should be prioritized.